Today, we're going to talk about the most commonly used Swiftwater rescue knots. Hi, my name's Chris.
And I'm Daniel.
And we're part of H2o Dreams, LLC, a whitewater paddling school based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about the 5 most basic knots you're going to need for Swiftwater rescue. First things first, you're going to need a few key pieces of equipment. So the equipment that you're going to be wanting to carry for a basic Swiftwater rescue kit is 70-foot throw rope, 3 locking carabiners, 2 lengths of prusik cord, somewhere around 6 to 8 feet, and then 1 length of tubular webbing, probably around 16 feet. Okay, so the first knot we're going to introduce is what we call the figure 8. And there's 2 variations of the figure 8 knot that we can use. We have the figure 8 stopper, or the figure 8 follow through on a bite, which we can actually use to clip a carabiner into. Alright, so in order to start the figure 8, you want to create a bend or a bite in the rope. Cross the tail end over the working end of the rope. Wrap it around, and then pass it through the loop you've just created. Cinch down tight. So to create a figure 8 on a bite, create a bite in the rope, wrap the bite around, and then pass through the loop. Take some care to clean up the knot.
The second knot we're going to learn is the water knot, which is what we use to connect 2 ends of flat tubular webbing together. So to tie our water knot, I first like to notice that most webbing has one side that is a patterned side and one side that is non-patterned. You can start with the patterned side and tie a simple overhand knot, keeping your webbing as flat as possible. Next, you take the non-patterned side and we're going to trace back through the knot that we just tied. Then simply pull it tight. Our next knot is the munter hitch, which is typically used for rappelling, but can also be used to lower boats down steep terrain. On the munter hitch, we have a break end that you would typically hold, as well as a working end that is attached to the boat or gear that you're trying to lower. As you're using the munter hitch, you'll notice that the knot will actually flip around the carabiner. To tie our munter hitch, you can notice that first we have an anchor and a carabiner as well as our rope. In order to tie it, you'll need to open the carabiner and then pass your rope into the carabiner. You then will make a loop with the end coming from the carabiner on top of our working end. You then make a small twist and pass this loop back into the carabiner. And you can pull it tight. Notice that we would then make sure that the carabiner is locked, and then we will rotate the carabiner so that the rope is not working against the gate.
The next knot we're going to introduce is what we call a prusik loop, to join 2 ends of the same length of rope together, forming a loop. The first step is to tie a double fisherman's around one end of the rope with the other end. Last step is to tie another double fisherman's on the other end of the rope with the remaining tail end. Make sure to pull enough tail through so you can actually complete the double fisherman's. Once the two double fishermans are tied, pull the two ends of the loop together, cinching the two double fishermans together. Our final knot is what we call a prusik knot and is typically used as a break on another line. The first step, we want to take the prusik loop and pass it underneath the line that we're creating the break on. Make sure your knot is slightly offset so as not to interfere with the prusik knot itself. Take the side with the knot, pass it to the other side and through the loop that's formed, and then wrap around the rope. Continue to do this twice more to create more friction on the rope. Take care to make sure to clean up the knot as you cinch it down tight.
Thanks for watching. This video is part of a collaborative knot series. There's many more, and you can check them out right here.
Sweet.
I was trying to work in a knot joke real fast.
Do it. Do a knot joke. It'd be really funny. Except if it's not.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Do that.
Perfect.
Don't inflate an ego that doesn't need inflating. All right. Ready?